I'm inviting you all to great online training R programming demo class session today. So to explain about the R programming language and its importance into the industries nowadays, I will explain it to you by using one PPT which I had prepared. First one is I want to introduce myself. My name is Akhilesh and I am a senior analyst developer in an organization based in Bangalore. I am having 4 plus years of experience in data analytics, data management. My skills range from R, SQL, Python, data analytics, predictive modeling and machine learning. I am with Great Online Training from last few years as a trainer. Now we'll discuss about the agenda of our today's class. What we'll learn about the R programming language in this demo session. First one is the overview of our course content. What does our course is having for you and how we will going to teach you for that. Then I will explain it to you a brief introduction about data analytics. What is R programming? The importance of the R programming, the job prospects in R programming, and in the end, question and answer session in which you can ask me any type of question in the comment section and I will answer it for you. So to get the overview of our course content, I will show you one folder. This folder is having four of the folders. First folder is the classes. The classes are ranging from first day, second day to the end day throughout the month. 1 month course it is having. Every day 1 hour class we are taking. After every class I will give you some of the tasks to accomplish in your home such that you can get one overview or an hands-on experience on the R programming language. After the task I will share it with you the frequently asked questions, like which are the questions which are being asked into the R programming interview classes or R interviews in the MNCs. This kind of questions I had collected from my friends who are doing work into the MNCs and from my previous experience. And in the end of the classes I will give you some of the projects to accomplish into your home such that you can get a hands-on experience on R programming and you can put the project into your CV such that it will help you to get a job. Moving forward with the PPT, I will explain it to you about what is data analytics. A data analytics is a business process of cleaning, transforming, inspecting data with the goal of discovering some useful information, suggesting conclusions and important decision making using reports and graphs. Now these lines mainly says about analysis of the data. Analysis of the data means analysis of the historical data of some product, how the product has done into the past few years. To analyze that, we need to keep the growth of the products into the past few years. For the last 3 years, how it has done great or bad. And after getting the past data, we need to predict the future of the product. For getting the future predictions, we are using data analytics mainly. That involve manipulation of the data, breaking the data, or using statistical softwares to analyze, to apply some of the big algorithms into the data such that you can get some predictions of the data, like how the data will perform or how your products will do good into the future. To analyze that, data analytics is being used mainly. Moving forward, are in the industry. Which are the industry which is preferring the R programming language in a broader way? First one is the healthcare industry. The healthcare industry range from the hospitals to the pharma companies and the biotech companies. The hospitals are using the R programming language to analyze their patients base. They want to know which of the patients are being released. They had taken admission into the hospitals in shorter period, or which are not. For what reason they had taken admission again? What are the loopholes they want to know? So to answer this kind of questions, the big hospitals are using the R programming language. Apart from that, the big industries, pharma companies are using the R programming language to analyze their whole products, the medicines. The medicinal products they want to analyze which medicines are being sold mostly and which are not. So to analyze that, the pharma companies are using the R programming language in a broader way. Second one is the e-commerce industry. The e-commerce industry like Flipkart, eBay, Snapdeal to name a few, they are using the R programming language to analyze the base of the customers. Mainly these big companies are selling the products into the websites. So to analyze which customers are visiting their sites just to browse, or which customers are getting the products from the sites, to analyze this kind of data, this kind of customers, which are the loyalist customers and which are not, to segregate the data, these industries are using the R programming language. Third one and fourth one is the aviation industry and the telecom companies. These two companies are also using the R programming language to analyze the base of the customers, which customers are using their products, services in a broader way, and which customers are opting out of their products and opted some other products. For what reason they had opted out of their services, they want to know. They want to analyze it and make it good for the customers. So to analyze that, they are using the R programming language, and they are presenting it as in the form of graphicals or reports. Moving forward, I will give you an introduction to the R. R is an open source programming language for easy data manipulation, statistical computing, building statistical softwares and graphics to make some useful decisions towards the business. Now if you'll ask me what do you mean by an open source programming language, open source means you can get the tool very much easily from the Google, and you don't need to pay any amount to any industry. On the other hand, you can write your own code and you can redistribute the code to your colleagues very much easily using R. Second one is data manipulation. Data manipulation plays a very important role in data analytics. To clean the data, to take an average of the data, to get some mathematical function to utilize inside the data. Just like SQL, we can use any kind of function, any kind of analysis we can do using R also. Third one is statistical computing. Now what do you mean by statistical computing? Statistical computing mainly ranges from using algorithms, mathematical algorithms into your data to get a prediction of your product or your business, how your products will do into the near future, or how your products will be going to do into the near future. To analyze that, big algorithms are to be applied into your data. To application of those algorithms inside your data, R is providing the tools such that the big mathematical formulas or algorithm can be applied to your data using some or smaller numbers of code. Using 2 or 3 lines of code, you can apply the algorithm to your data such that you don't need to go inside the algorithm to apply. Fourth one is building statistical softwares. Statistical softwares range from building graphical user interfaces or web-based applications. They are mainly being used to to give it to the client, any kind of statistical analysis to the client, such that the client will understand your analysis in a better way. He doesn't need to go through the numbers to analyze it. He can get his results in the form of graphical representations by using bar charts, histogram charts, or pie charts. By using this kind of tools, the client can take some important decisions towards his business, like he want to improve the product or he want to sell the products. This kind of important decisions he can take after doing the statistical analysis. You can achieve that very much easily using R programming. Fourth one is the graphics. R is having huge base of graphics tools like 2D visualization ranges from box plot, histogram plot, scatter plot, advanced graphicals like 3D plots, plotlies, to name a few. Using R, you can do any kind of graphical representations very much easily. These 4 or 5 factors make R very much helpful for the industry to take some important decisions toward the business. Now R was developed by two of the professors based at University of Auckland. The two names are Ross Ikaha and Robert Gentleman. These two professors are behind the R programming language basics. Moving forward, I will give you a brief introduction about the R tool, R basic tool, which is also known as R GUI. This tool is divided into two sections. First one is the R console, second one is the R editor window. Now, what does this two tool do? First one is R console window. Here we can write any code and you can execute your code at any time. Second one is R editor window. Here you can write your script and save it into your local file system for execution it later. I will show you how to code in RGUI and how it looks and how to use it. The R GUI looks like this. You will find the R console already being there in the R GUI. The R console, here I will declare one variable A with 200 and I will execute it. B with 300 to execute. These are the two commands to execute. Now we will see what does A contain. A contain 200, B contain 300. Now for assignment in R, you can use two ways. First one is the arrow mark. Second one, you can use the equal sign. Both will work in the same way. Now to save your codes and to write a longer lines of code, go to File, New Script. You will see one R editor window. Here I will write any numbers of code. I will assign A with 200, B with 300, C with 400, D with 500. Now I want to execute this whole code together. Just select this whole code, right click, runs liner selection. You can see these 4 codes are being executed in R console. Now I want to save this code into my local file system and I want to use it into some another time. For that, go to File, Save As, go to your local file system, write any name, demo.r. .r is the extension for R. Save it. Now you can see your code has been saved into your local file system easily. Now moving forward, I will explain it to you another tool which is called the RStudio window. The RStudio is a company which has built one R graphical user interface which is very much user friendly. In the same tool, you can write your code, you can visualize your elements has been declared, variable declaration. your code execution, at the same time the plots, the packages to be installed, and any kind of help you want, you can get it using this tool. First area in this graphical user interface is called the code area. Here you can write your own script and save it into your local directly. Second one is the workspace area. Here we can see your variables which have been declared during the process. Third one is the console area. Here we can see your code execution, and then in the end the plot or help or the package area. The end area is been divided into 3 or 4 sections in which you can plot your data. You can ask for any help into your coding for the data. Third one is the package area. What do you mean by packages? Packages plays a very important role in our programming. Now what is a package? I will explain it to you into the later slides. To get a look and feel of the RStudio, I will show it to you how it looks. Now this is the basic RStudio. Now I will write some of the codes for you. I will assign the same variable 200 here, b with 300, c with 500. Now I want to execute these 3 codes. In RStudio, you can execute the codes line by line also by putting your mouse cursor in front of A, press the Ctrl and press enter, again B, again C. You can see the code has been executed and the variables are been declared. In the console, in the below window, just write A. You can say it has been declared with 200, B with 300, C with 500. Whatever you have declared, you can see in the right side top window, workspace area it is called, the variables are being initialized here. Now into the fourth section, the end section, it has been divided into 3 or 4 sections called as plot, packages or help option. You can plot here, you can get any kind of packages you need for your analysis. Then help, you can ask any kind of help regarding your coding in from R. Like if you want to know how to do sum in R, just write sum. You can get many examples or many options in R. Just click it here. You can see how to do sum in R. Documentation from the R, you can see it here. So this is the basic understanding of the RStudio window. Moving forward with that, I will show you how to code in R by taking mean of the 2 variables. How to get mean of the 2 variables in R. First, I had initialized one variable called as var3 with 0. As we know, the initialization we can do using arrow mark or using an equal sign symbol. I had declared one variable 3 using 0. Now another variable I had declared, which name I had declared as variable, that I had assigned with function. The function declaration in R can be done using the name function inside the bracket. 2 or 3 elements you can declare, variables you can declare like var1, var2. I need mean of the 2 variables. For that reason I had used 2 variables var1, var2. Open the flower braces. Now I had assigned var3 with mean of the 2, var1 plus var2 by 2. Now whatever the var1 and var2 will be there, that will be added by 2. The result will be assigned to var3. Then the results will be returned using return statement, return var3. Return is very much helpful or very much important by declaration of functions, because you want to see the results. For seeing the results, return is very much important. Now I will close the function. In the code area, I will just type variable inside the brackets I had given to the variable 2, 3. The results I will get 2.5. Now how to do it in RGUI? I will show it to you. To clear the screen in R console, just press Ctrl and L. It will clear the screen for you in R console. Now I will do the coding for you. I will declare one variable, arrow sign with 0, where 3 is initialized with 0. A variable I will declare name as variable, that will be assigned with a function name called as function with var1 comma var2. Now open the flower braces. I will just call the var3 variable and I will do mean of two variables. After doing that, I will just return the variable 3 for you. Now I will close this function, just enter. Now I will use it. Variable, inside that I will give two of the numerical variables. I want the mean of 250 and 450. Just type enter. Now you can see it is showing 350. The mean of the two variables is 350. The same thing you can do by calling file, new script. You can write your code here the same kind, var3 with 0, variable declaration, function of var1 comma var2, flower braces. Now assigning var3 with mean of two variables, var2 by 2, return var3. After this code execution, just select the whole statement, right click, run line on selection. The same thing will happen. Now you want to save this code, go to file, save as, give it some name like demo1.r. Yes, replaced. Yeah, that is the way to code in RGUI. Moving forward, after running the simple code in R, I will explain it to you more features of R. The core of R language. First one, I can say the huge package bases. Now you will ask me, what are the packages? Actually, packages are a kind of a zip files which are being written by some of the R persons, such that you can utilize those codes written by the other persons into your data analysis, and you don't need to define your own code or your own variable declaration or any kind of coding you need to do. This kind of tools are being available inside the CRAN mirror. CRAN is a database for R, through which you can extract your packages inside your RGUI, and you can use the functionalities of the any kind of packages to do any kind of analysis on your data. I will give you an example regarding the packages into the later slide. Moving forward, optimized coding. As you know, the other languages like Java or in C Sharp, there are the languages which is using complex coding or bigger lines of coding. On the other hand, using R, you can accomplish the same task by using shorter lines of codes. For that reason, R is being preferred more than the other languages. Moving forward, easy connectivity to other platform. R is providing a huge linking with other platform. Many persons are being into Java or C Sharp or some other platforms, but they want the functions to be declared in R, and they want to bring the analysis into their own platform to show it to the clients. For that, R is providing some linkage in which you can do the coding, any kind of analysis in R, and you can bring those code into your own native platform to be executed. It is providing very much helpful linking to other platform for the other platform developers. Moving forward, the core of the R language. There are two ways to code in R language. First one is the base R. Base R means you are defining your own functions, you are declaring your own elements, variables to do any kind of analysis, which involves to write longer lines of codes, thousands lines of code to accomplish a task. It is a longer process and tedious process. On the other hand, you can use one shorthand process by using packages. R is providing a huge base of the packages for data analytics, data management, building reports, and doing any kind of analysis. These packages resides in CRAN mirror. You can take those packages from the CRAN mirror using some useful commands or easy commands. These packages are being divided into mainly into three sections. Web-based application using R Shiny. Now, as in the earliest slides, I had mentioned about RStudio GUI. The RStudio has built a package called as the Shiny package. Now, Shiny package is mainly used to build web-based applications to make different kind of reports such that you can present it to the client in a easier way. This is a very much useful tool to build reports and give your analysis to the clients. Second one is advanced statistical analysis. Statistical analysis ranges from using mathematical functions, mathematical algorithms to do any kind of analysis on your data for the future forecasting of your data, building predictive models using R. R is providing one huge base of advanced statistical packages which you can bring it into your RStudio window, and you can use it to apply those algorithms into your data for analysis and to get some results without knowing the back end of the mathematical algorithm. Third one is the graphical tools. As I had said earlier, graphics plays an important role in data analysis. R is providing one huge base of basic and advanced graphical tools which can be utilized to making reports and to present to the clients. To name a few, these are ggplot, ggvis, etc. Moving forward, I will show you another sample code to install a package in R. I will install a package called as dplyr package. Now the dplyr package is mainly used in R for doing manipulation of data. It is same any kind of analysis you are doing in SQL, like breaking the data, joining two tables, merging two tables. The same thing, same analysis, whatever you can do in SQL, you can accomplish using this package written by one R expert, David Wickhams. This package resides in CRAN mirror or CRAN database or server. that I will bring it into the RStudio window using two simple commands that I will show you. First command is called install.packages. Inside the bracket, inside the commas, inverted commas, just mention dplyr. That will go to the CRAN mirror and it will fetch the dplyr package for you into your RStudio GUI. After bringing the dplyr package into your RStudio, you need to unzip it and you can see what are the functionalities resides inside that package. For that you need to use library dplyr. That will unzip the file and will show you what are the things that are residing inside this package. I will show you how to do that in R. I will go to RStudio. I will clear the previous computing. Just write install dot packages in the code area. Give a flower brackets, quotes, write dplyr. Now you can execute it directly by clicking on I, control enter. I had already installed it for you. For that reason I am not installing it now. There is another way manually you can install by using RStudio. Go to your package in this section, below section. Go to the install. You can see another window that will ask for install from repository CRAN or CRAN Extra. Now just type dplyr. You can see some of the options that will fetch what are residing inside the CRAN. You can see dplyr is there. Click on it. Now type install. It will get installed from the CRAN. There is another option to install. You can get the package from the Google and you can store it into your local file system. To bring that and to store it from your local file system, just select package archive file .zip, .tar or gz file. These are some of the extensions of the packages which are being downloaded from the Google. When you click it, it will ask for the package location. You find out your package where you have installed it. Click that and it will commit in here. Then install. It will get automatically getting installed. After getting installed, you have to include that package into your RGUI or unzip it. So for that, just write library, then dplyr. You can see RStudio will provide you some of the options or some of the tools which are already being there in RStudio. Type the dplyr. The same way, bring the cursor to the end, Control L. It will start unzipping it and show all the thing inside dplyr. There is another way to do that, to include that. Go to package search option, write dplyr. You can see dplyr package is there. It has been clicked. Just unclick it, it will deattach. Again click it, it will do the same thing as library dplyr the code. You can do it manually using that. Now you want to see what is there inside the dplyr documentation. You want to see such that you can easily help it or use it into your data. Just click on the dplyr. You can see a grammar of data manipulation. It is containing this much of topics to apply to your data. So this is the way how to install a package inside R. Now moving forward, I will discuss about variety of the data which R can analyze. First one is the structured data. Mainly the structured data ranges from XLS or the CSV files. Those are stored in CSV or XLS file in the form of rows and columns. This kind of data are being easily analyzed. You can do any kind of analysis on this kind of data very much easily. Another kind is semi-structured data. Some of the data you will find is in the format of XML or in the JSON format. Those kind of data are very hard to read. So to extract the important information from this kind of data, we are using R programming language. R is providing some of the packages which is very much being useful for taking out important information from this kind of formats of data. Third one is unstructured data. To analyze textual data, text analysis, R is being used in a varied way. Many kind of topics is there to analyze the data in R. The textual data you can analyze. Moving forward, I will explain it to you the 4 pillars of R programming. First one is data cleaning and manipulation. As in the form of SQL, you can do any kind of analysis, data analysis using R. Handling NA values, filling empty cells, removing outliers and reducing data size. NA values in R are the empty cells. R will put the empty cells with a NA value. NA means not applicable. Now how to handle this kind of things? R is having a huge code base such that you need to know data analysis for filling those empty cells with some relevant values. Like in a column you need to fill some of the cells with some of the values. So you will take mean or median, what you want to analyze, that you can do using R very much easily. Second one is the visualization. As we had discussed earlier, 2D and 3D visualization are being available inside R by using packages in a varied way. There are huge package bases which is providing advanced graphical tools using R. Another option is making reports using Shiny web-based applications. You can build any kind of web-based application using R Shiny and you can give it to the client. Third one is predictive analytics and machine learning. Now what do you mean by predictive analytics and machine learning? Predictive analytics means to analyze the data and to get a prediction how much is your predictions right or wrong. If you are doing some kind of assumptions from the data, if you are getting some kind of assumptions like your sales data, you are analyzing one data of one user base, thousands users you had taken, and you are analyzing every users that the users will buy your products or not. By getting some intuition, you had put yes, the person will buy or the person will not buy. How much is your prediction is correct? To get this kind of prediction, there are some kind of statistical algorithms are there which will do any kind of analysis and say to you that the predictions whatever you have done are correct or not. To get this kind of predictions, there are some of the algorithm mainly ranging from regression analysis, classifications, clustering algorithms and decision trees. Some of the famous algorithms are naive Bayes, random forest, support vector machine, linear modeling and generalized linear modeling. By using this kind of tools, you can predict your data, you can predict your future predictions. Now R and big data. As you know, the data is increasing nowadays. In this slide you can see the data has been increased from 2005 to 2015 8 folds, 0.1 to 8.5 zettabytes. It has increased to 8 folds, and it has been estimated that at around 2020 the whole data size will increase to around 44 zettabytes. So how to manage this kind of data? For that, people are using big data tools like Hadoop, MapReduce programming and some of the advanced big data tools like Spark, or the DBs like Cassandra, MongoDB, or Elasticsearch. Now, where R is fitting into the big data? You can store the data, you can manipulate the data using big data, but for analysis of the data, for getting prediction, applying prediction analysis, applying the machine learning algorithms inside the data, bigger data, R is playing a huge role in this part. For that reason, R and big data are very much closely related or complementary to each other. Now, Microsoft has brought a part of the R programming, and they had built their own tool of R programming. First one is a free version called as the community version, or as the Revolution R Open, or Microsoft R Open in the earlier section, which is named. Another option is the commercial version of the Revolution R, which is called Revolution R Enterprise. I will explain it to you. What is the difference between Revolution R Open and Revolution R Enterprise. Revolution R Open, or called RRO, previously known as Revolution R Open, Microsoft R Open is the enhanced distribution of R from Microsoft Corporation. Now, enhanced distribution of R means whatever the R you are getting from Google, this version, whatever they had released, Microsoft has released, it is having some features such that it will use all cores of your machines. If you have quad core machine, it will use 4 cores of your machines to analyze, to run your codes, which is not possible using simple R which you are getting from Google. It is little bit faster to execute codes or to manage data using this tool. It has been achieved this kind of performance achievement by using multi-threaded math libraries. They had used some multi-threaded math libraries to enhance the R distribution more, performance increasing. But it can handle some MBs of data, then also the speed can't handle the big data. For that, Microsoft has released another version called as Microsoft R Server. Microsoft R Server, that I will explain it in the next slide, that is R Server. Okay, Microsoft R Server is the most broadly deployable enterprise class analytics platform for R available today. It has removed the in-memory limitation of OpenR. Like, the OpenR is using your RAM or your quad-core processor to process your data. Now, the R server is providing some of the algorithm inside such that, or some of the packages it is using, which will help you to enhance your coding skills, performance, and to store bigger datas. But it is not a free version that is provided by Microsoft. It is a commercial version that has been released. Moving forward with the slides, web application using Shiny. How to build interactive web-based applications or GUIs or presentable looking web application using R. Shiny is a new package from RStudio, as I had said earlier, that makes it incredibly easy to build interactive web-based application with R. To build this kind of web-based application, you don't need to know any JavaScript or any web-based application tool like HTML or CSS. You can build the whole tool using R programming only. To make it deployable, it is very much easily being presented to the client by deploying your website into servers and all. It will take few minutes to deploy. As I had said, there is no need to know about HTML, CSS or JavaScript to do R Shiny web-based application. But if you know something about HTML, CSS or JavaScript, it is very much being helpful. You can inbuild your HTML code or JavaScript code or CSS code into the R Shiny application, and you can utilize it to make your tool much beautiful. I will show you some of the tools which are being built using R Shiny. This is the first tool which has been built. This is the another tool. You can get many examples in the R Shiny, in the RStudio website about the R Shiny galleries. There are more tools which are being there. Now how to code to get this web-based application. There are two R script you need to write to get this application running. First one is UI.R and second one is server.R. What does this two code will do? First one is UI.R. UI.R is used to code the user interface of the web page. Buttons, drop down boxes or some other functionalities you want to implement, just put it inside the UI.R. that will give you the placement of the widgets inside the page. Server.R, it is used to code the backend of those kind of widgets. What the button will do, what the drop down box will do, functionalities of those widgets are being declared in server.R. Now I will show you another coding, sample code 3, which will do Fibonacci series using R. Now what is a Fibonacci series? I will show you the code and I will show you the result that will make you understand very much easily. First I will show you the result. In the output you can see this is called a Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series will do, it will add the previous two values and it will store the results into their index. The first variable is 1. The second variable, it has been achieved by using 0 plus 1, that is 1. Another element which is declared as 2, you can see it has been achieved by using 1 plus 1. The previous two values are being added and it has been put it with 2. The fourth element is 3, that has been assigned with 2 plus 1 and it has been assigned with 3. Now how 5 has been achieved? 5 achieved with 3 plus 2, 5, 8, 5 plus 3, 8, 13, 8 plus 5, 13. Now how we can do it programmatically? In R, we will declare one element or variable called as len, that will be assigned with an arrow mark with 10. We declare len with 10. Another variable I had declared called fibvals, that will be assigned with numeric of len. This command will create one array of 10 zeros, a vector, you can say a vectors of zeros of 10, that will be assigned to fibvals. Fibvals will be a vector of zeros, 10 zeros it will get into fibvals. Now the first element of this element variable fibvals will be assigned with 1. Second variable I will assign it with 1. Now first two variables are being replaced from 0 to 1. Rest of the 8 variables how to replace to get a Fibonacci series. So this is the way to loop it in R. I had used a for loop for I is the indentation in 3 to len. Len is 10. So I will loop from index 3 to 10. 10 is the length of the vector. Then I will assign fib-bels of 3, fib-bels of I with fib-bels of I minus 1 plus fib-bel of I minus 2. That is the previous two values are being added and being put into the third element. From third to 10, this will continue. This is the way to code in R. Now the results you can see, if you will execute the results in R fib-bels, you can get this kind of output. Moving forward, why R is better than the rest? These three are the main reasons behind coding in R. First one is easy coding, short coding. Second one is enriched package bases or the extension. Third one is huge user base for help. User base for help means you can ask any person from Google any kind of help. If you are facing in R programming, you can ask from Google. There are some sites called as Stack Overflow or GitHub. There you can find a huge base of the codes available, which can help you inside your into your coding. These are some of the brands that are using R in a regular basis. Those are Facebook, Twitter, Microsoft, Citibank, or Google. Now, after doing this course, what are the jobs you can expect from the industry? First one is the data analytics analyst, data scientist in IT, business analyst, analyst manager, senior data analyst, senior data scientist in IT. If you have any question related to this class, please ask me into the comment section of this video. I will try to answer it for you. I thank you all to listening to this whole video of an hour. If you have any question related to the admissions and all, please get in touch with Great Online Training in this phone number or within this email ID. After seeing this video, if you really appreciate this video, like, share it with your friends or give some of the comments.